know if you guys can tell or not, but my voice is gonna be a little bit more annoying than usual because I'm sick. In fact, I've been sick for a while now. With Beaver fever! No, okay, yeah, that illness has been gone for a while now. But really though, I have been sick for like 2 or 3 weeks, so I apologize for my voice and also my hair, which I did not cut. I don't know why I never remember to cut my hair before I vlog. I know so many of you wonderful people love to point out how ugly my hair gets when it's long, but being the extremely self-confident person that I am, it's a good thing I don't care what you guys think about my Huh. Well, that works. Don't you love those days when you have magical sneezes? Anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys know what memes are, and one of my favorite memes is the unpopular opinion meme. You know, the one where people write their opinion on something that most people don't agree with? Either that or they agree with it and they're too scared to say it out loud. Well, as you guys know, I'm always gonna give you guys my honest opinion, as unpopular as it may be. I mean, it does get me into trouble sometimes, but this isn't TV. You can't tell me what to say. You can't tell me what to think. This is YouTube. I can say whatever I want. This is the land of the free and the home of the bees. What? Yep, definitely off the pill today. Anyway, today's topic can be another touchy one. Cyberbullying. If you've watched my Draw My Life video, you know that I was bullied a lot when I was younger, so of course I think bullying is a problem, but recently it seems like cyberbullying is like the main topic that people report on these days. You know, from articles to news stations to groups being started on Facebook just to target cyberbullying. Well, I'm just gonna come out and say it. This is my unpopular opinion for the day. Cyberbullying is a first world problem. There, I said it. Now bring on the hate comments. Nah, just kidding. Don't, because that would be cyberbullying. Look, don't get me wrong. I do believe that cyberbullying is a problem, but don't you think we should be more focused on regular bullying that's done in person? Coming from somebody who was bullied in real life, I don't think it's really bullying if you can escape it. When I was being bullied in school, there was no escape. I felt like I was being backed into a corner to the point where I wanted to kill myself because I thought I had no other option. I was forced to be there with them. I was forced to go to school. I was forced to go to classes with them. If I had the choice, I would have avoided them at all costs. If you're being cyberbullied, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or whatever social media, you are not being backed into a corner. You have so many options. You have the option to unfriend your bullies. You have the option to block your bullies. You have the option to escape your bullies by deleting your entire account. You are not being forced to be there. Having social media is not something you need to live, and there's no law saying that you have to be on it, unlike school. That's your own choice. I believe that if you're gonna choose to be on social media, you're gonna have to learn how to deal with it. If you can't handle it, then just don't be on it. There's no shame in that, because no matter how much people try to stop bullying through empathetic news stories or campaigns, I honestly believe that bullying, especially cyberbullying, is never gonna stop. That's just how some people are. And also on a side note, all those stop bullying campaigns where all people do is hashtag stop bullying does almost nothing in my opinion. I'm pretty sure there aren't any bullies that looks at a tweet with hashtag stop bullying and thinks, oh, okay, yeah, I'll stop. And for all the kids that are being bullied that do see that hashtag, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be thinking, that'll stop them. Instead of campaigning to try and stop bullying, I think there should be more campaigns trying to teach kids how to deal with bullying. I'm sure at the time I would have appreciated that a lot more. Hashtag bullying isn't going away, so let's teach the kids how to deal with bullying and other stuff. Yeah, that's pretty catchy. That'll catch on. I can honestly say to all you kids out there that are being bullied right now, if you can survive being bullied, it's gonna make you a stronger person when you get older. Not older, older. Well, I guess older too. I think the real way people learn how to grow is either inspiration or desperation. And if you're being bullied to the point of desperation where you feel like you have no options, you're gonna figure out something. A little off topic, but other than mentioning it in my Draw My Life video, I never really told my story in detail publicly before. Being bullied is not something you're typically proud of. Kinda wanna just erase those years. I don't know the next time I'm gonna be talking about bullying, so here is my story. Cue emotional music. When I was a little boy, I never thought I'd make it out. Okay, that's a little too dramatic. Let's tone it down. So when I was going into 6th grade, I moved to a charter school where I basically didn't know anyone. And I already stood out because I was really short and skinny at the time, and there was also not many Asians there. And plus, because it was a charter school, we all took a placement test to see which group we would be in, and to this day, I still don't know how, but I scored really well on that test, and they put me with the older kids, who I was even smaller in comparison to. And from there, it was pretty much like I was in a movie, in terms of getting bullied. Things that I saw in movies that I thought never happened in real life happened to me. I mean, it wasn't anything crazy, but I would get shoved, pushed to the ground, pranked, being made fun of for being small and Asian. And this went on pretty much every single day. I used to make all these random excuses to my mom why I couldn't go to school until I finally told her why. And I remember she called the principal one night, and the next day we all had this big assembly to talk about how we shouldn't be bullying each other, and that pretty much did nothing. And at the time, I just hated life. I used to stay up every single night feeling angry and sorry for myself. Some nights I'd be so frustrated that I have thoughts of just bringing my metal bat to school and just start swinging away at these bullies, but then I'd come to my senses senses and realized that I don't want to go to jail. I'd rather be dead than go to jail, which actually led to even darker thoughts. But luckily I'd fall asleep and in the morning be somewhat grateful that I didn't do it. But then I remember one specific night I was just sick of feeling angry and sorry for myself, and I started to think in a different way. Sorry, I chose to think in a different way. I remember thinking to myself that everything happens for a reason. I'm being bullied for a reason, my bullies are bullying me for a reason, and I just asked myself why. And I came to realize that everything they did was just to make each other laugh, and I was just the easiest target. So then I thought, how can I take that away from them? And once I started thinking like that, I changed my entire outlook on the situation. I made everything a challenge. No matter how much someone was gonna prank me or do stuff to me to make each other laugh, I was gonna make them laugh. If one of the bullies made fun of me, I would go with it and make their joke my joke. Like if one of them said, "Why don't you open your eyes, you little chink?" I would say, "What do you mean chink? I don't understand." And then everyone laughed because they weren't expecting me to say anything. And just like that, it was my joke. And then if I got tripped or shoved to the ground, I'd make a joke out of it. I remember this one time, one of the guys were behind me and they did that thing where you take a step and they kick your back leg, you trip and fall down, and I did. And basically he said, "Move it, Jap." And I would just be like, "Man, Richard, that was a good one. You're so strong. Shut up." Okay. And I know it didn't seem like I won that time, but then I just kept doing it over and over and eventually it stopped. I took the fun out of it. I didn't get mad. I didn't retaliate. I just made it a joke like I wanted to fall down. And instead of being known as the small nerdy Asian kid, I was known as the small nerdy Asian kid that was sometimes funny. Nobody wants to bully the small nerdy Asian kid that's sometimes funny because that's just mean. But that's basically my story. Cool story, bro. Thank you. That's what it would sound like if you were here. I started using comedy as a defense, and then I just fell in love with making people laugh, which led to me making videos, and now I'm here talking to you guys. And for all of you out there that are going through the same thing, it doesn't mean that if you do what I did, it's gonna work for you. You have to figure out your own situation. The point is, for all of you out there who feel like you're being backed into a corner and you have no other options, just remember and know that you are not gonna be there forever, and if you manage to survive it, it's gonna make you a stronger and smarter person when you get older. And I know it may sound a little messed up and another unpopular opinion, but being bullied is kind of a blessing in a really good disguise. Because if you get to that point of desperation where you're backed into a corner and you feel like you have no options and you still survive it, at least for me, you live with this thought that there's nothing that you can't do because you've been in a situation with no options and you still made it. I can honestly say that looking back, I'm almost thankful to my bullies because without them, I probably wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. In fact, if you happen to be watching this video for some reason, you know exactly what you are. I forgive you for everything. I wouldn't be who I am or where I am today without you. So in a way, thank you. Whoa, went super off topic on this one. Sorry, I get really passionate when I talk about bullying. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this wasn't the funniest